Hello everybody, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you a bunch of new customs that I have up for sale in my eBay shop. Most of the customs that I have in this video are partial customs, which I will of course explain once I get to them, but the reason why I haven't posted one of these videos in a while and the reason why I have so many partial customs is because a lot of the customs that I have made recently to sell I actually just sold at my very first art market, which I will be posting a video about next weekend. So hope you guys are all excited for that, and without further ado, let's get right on into the customs. So first up I have these two customs that have already been on my eBay shop, so you have seen them before. They are both made from G7 LPS. This cat has a little bit of sculpted hair and an ear from a collie, and then of course this baboon here is just a simple repaint. If you'd like to learn more about them, go watch my previous videos. As far as old customs that I'm selling, I also have these three. They've been up on my eBay for a bit, but I don't think I've actually talked about them in one of my for sale videos, so I'll do that very briefly here because I know there are other videos on my channel where I have spoken more about them. First up, we have this guy. He was made in 2020 and he was an old OC of mine that I never actually did anything with, so he really does not mean anything to me and was never really an OC, but he was a fun custom to make. It is one of my human style customs and my older style, obviously. He has the sculpted piercing, sculpted hair. The scar across his nose is also sculpted with clay, and then all of his armor is sculpted as well. I still really do love this custom, but there is really no use for me to have him anymore. He is also made from an authentic short hair cat base. I could also totally just strip all the paint and clay off this custom to make use of that base, but I do still really like this guy, so I feel like I am better off trying to find a new home for him rather than recustomizing him. But if he just stays in the shop for a while, I probably will end up destroying him. Then we have this old custom of Thanos, which I probably should have shown before the other cat because this guy was made in 2019, so he is the oldest one that I'm selling right now. He also has a fair amount of sculpting, especially on his face, like his eyebrows, his cheeks, and his chin. Although as you can see, the sculpting is very rough. He also has sculpting on his body with his armor. The Infinity Glove is on the wrong hand, and he has these sculpted pieces on his legs as well. I really do love his eyes, but again, I don't really need this custom anymore. If I were to remake him, he would look totally different from this guy, and he is made from a fake base, so again, I'd rather try selling him than scrapping this custom and ripping, all the stuff off. He is also the cheapest of these three old customs. And then we have my custom of Husk, which is also from 2019, as you can see there. This guy's a bit iconic on my channel. I used him in a few of my thumbnails, and he has a lot of likes on my Instagram page. I do really love this custom. He took me a long time. I was incredibly proud of him when I made him, and I love all the sculpting. The bow and the wings were sculpted using a mold, and then I sculpted his eyebrows, his hat, his ear fluff, his cheek fluff, his neck fluff, and his little tail feathers. But I'm not a fan of Hazbin Hotel anymore, so there is no reason for me to keep this custom, and I assumed that I would have better luck trying to sell him online as well. And I believe this custom is also made from an authentic base. But yeah, he's only been up on my eBay for about a month, but I never officially mentioned that on my YouTube, only on Instagram. So if you're interested in purchasing this custom from me, he is now available for sale. And now for the new customs, all of which again I made for the art market, so these are the leftover ones. I have 7 customs, 3 of which are fully painted and 4 are partials. So I'll start off with this little guinea pig here, made from a G7 LPS, one of the newest G7 pets, and this is my first time ever customizing this type of base. I like the way that I painted it. I'm not all that crazy about the space figure, but I do think that she is still cute. I like the little mouth that I added, and here's my signature on the bottom, of course. These are also my first customs from 2025 that I'm selling that I just realized. But yeah, I tried to make the eyes simple and detailed at the same time just to make it a little bit more interesting, since I'm guessing people won't be too big of fans of this base, but I did want to at least try painting one of them. Then we have this lucky cat, which I painted at the same time as the guinea pig, hence why they sort of have the same color palette going on. This one I attempted to make kind of a detailed design, but since I don't plan out any of my designs, I don't really know what's going on here, but it does have some interesting shapes on its face, as well as this weird design on its back, just a lot of triangles and pointy shapes. I don't know, but I think it's cute and I like the colors, and I gave him some very big shiny blue eyes. Next up is one of my partial customs. I love her so much. I think she is so cute. She is a partial of the brand new purple Cocker Spaniel, and I had so much fun painting this. Little flecks, as you can see on her paws here, those are painted. I totally by accident mixed the perfect, most accurate color to the base on the first try, and I'm very happy with that. So I was able to add some little extra purple and white details. Her pretty much entire face is repainted white, and then obviously her eyes are really painted, which I really love. She's got these little heart eyebrows and these freckles. All the hearts and spots on her ears were painted, along with the ones on the back of her head. The purple splotch on her back was painted, and her purple feet were painted. And then again, all of the little dots and heart detailing all around her were painted as well. Here is what the bottom looks like, and this is definitely a custom that I want to use for more partials in the future. I just think that she makes for a really adorable base. Then I have this partial of the Jaguar. This one is a lot simpler as far as what I painted. I painted the whites inside of the ears. This one already had a white muzzle, but I did sort of change up the markings, so I added this little streak here, and same with the eyebrows and the white spots on its little cheeks. I painted a little bit of the chest fluff, although again it did already have white chest fluff, and I think that is all that I painted. And then of course I also painted the eyes. The eyes were a lot of fun, definitely kind of interesting, but I think that they look cool, and I really love these shimmery glitters that I used in them, along with the color and the general shape of the eye. You can see that I definitely have a lot of fun doing this sort of like wiggly eye style. I think it is really cool. And here is one more overview. Really nothing going on in the back. It's pretty much the eyes that are the main focal point of this custom. Then we have the final fully painted custom for this video, also another brown custom. I swear I make customs that aren't brown as well. I see this little black spot on its head that I will fix before I actually sell this one, but this custom is supposed to be one of the characters from the Cat Returns film. I honestly don't remember what his name was, but he is this little Scottish fold cat that I thought would work perfectly on this G5 Scottish fold base, and this is my very first time painting one of these bases, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, he has these closed eyes, so definitely a very simple custom, but I think that he turned out so cute. And now for my favorite custom, and the one that I kind of want to keep, but I will give him a chance to be sold first. So this is a partial of the Blind Box German Shepherd, and this lightest color is the original base on the head, and then this dark brown color is the original base on the body. So I painted these little spots here on the back. I painted this big spot on his head. I repainted the hair and the inside of the ears, the nose, again, all these little spots. I repainted this whole leg here, and then I also repainted his eyes. I love how big German Shepherd eyes are. This is also one of my favorite bases. I think it's an adorable base. But yeah, I just love all the colors, and I love just design that I came up with. I think it looks great, and I love him a lot. So if this one doesn't sell in like a month, I will probably end up keeping him. But like I said, I'll give him a chance, so we shall see. And finally, here is the last custom for this video, another partial. It is the otter that comes in the tube with the yellow shark. Of course, like all my partial customs, I painted her eyes. She already had a pink muzzle like this. I actually painted over it just to give it a better color, but this line that goes up to her head, and then all of the pink paint on the back of her head. Again, this one's not as accurate as the Cocker Spaniel, but it was another instance where I like totally accidentally first try mixed the perfect color, and I'm really happy with that. Her tail and the dark pink marking that goes all the way down her back is also painted. Then she has these little hearts here. I decided to add some black hearts because I thought that the black in her eyes really standed out, so I wanted to add some black somewhere else in the design. So she has these black hearts on her cheeks along with these little black freckles, and I really like her eyes as well. They're a little bit more on the anime style side, but I think they're very cute. Her paws were already painted dark pink, but I added these little hearts and then this sort of diamond shape there on her chest fluff, as well as these little paw pads here, and I think that she is really cute as well. This video is definitely on the shorter side, but once again, here are all of the customs that I have up for sale. If any of you guys purchase these customs, I would really appreciate it, because I'm actually taking a trip to New York at the very end of the month, and all of the money that I get from selling these guys will really help me out on that trip with like travel expenses and Uber and just any souvenirs that I want to buy. So thank you so much. Speaking of that trip, it is a little bit of a sneak peek because it is sort of related to the stuff that I do on this channel. So let's just say there will be future videos based on that trip, but I will say no more for now. If you don't plan on buying any of these, share this video with your friends, see if they want to check them out, and at the very least, let me know which of the customs from this video was your favorite. Like I said, my favorite is definitely this German Shepherd right here, but I do really love all three of these guys that I put in the front. I don't often sell partial customs. Usually when I do videos like this, it is fully painted customs like normal, but because I wanted to make some really quick last minute customs from the art market that I mentioned, I ended up making a lot of partials, but I think that they were really fun to make, and I will probably do more in the future. But again, I definitely do still prefer to do my fully painted customs. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye!